Your mind is not neutral. It is either working for you or against you. There is no middle ground. Every day, thoughts are shaping your decisions. Your decisions are shaping your habits. Your habits are shaping your future. And most people are completely unaware of what is happening. They wake up and immediately check their phone. They scroll before they think. They react before they reflect. They consume before they create. And slowly, without realizing it, they lose control. Not dramatically. Gradually, the most dangerous prison is not built with walls. It is built with unconscious patterns. If you cannot control your mind, you cannot control your life. Because your life will always move in the direction of thoughts. If your dominant thoughts are fear, you will avoid risk. If your dominant thoughts are doubt, you will hesitate. If your dominant thoughts are comfort, you will settle. And if you settle long enough, mediocrity becomes. Here is the truth. Most people are not thinking. They are reacting. They are running mental programs installed years ago. Programs built by parents, teachers, society, past failures, past pain. They believe things about themselves that were never consciously. I'm not good at business. I'm bad with money. I'm not disciplined. I always quit. Those sentences feel like facts, but they are stories. And stories repeated long enough become reality. The mind seeks evidence for what it already believes. If you believe you are unlucky, you will notice every. If you believe you are behind, you will compare constantly. If you believe you are incapable, you will avoid effort. You don't see the world as it is. You see it as you are. This is why controlling your mind is not optional. It is survival. Every empire in history understood one thing. Control the mind and you control behavior. Control behavior and you control outcomes. But today, your mind is under attack. Constant notifications, endless entertainment, short-form dopamine spikes, comparison culture, fear-based headlines. Your attention is being hijacked, and attention is power. Where your attention goes, your life follows. If your attention is scattered, your results will be. If your attention is weak, your discipline will be weak. If your attention is owned by external forces, your life will. You cannot build wealth with a distracted mind. You cannot build strength with a weak focus. You cannot build freedom with impulsive decisions. Mental control begins with awareness. Notice your thoughts, not occasionally, constantly. When you wake up, what is your first thought? Is it intention or is it anxiety? When you face a challenge, what is your automatic? Curiosity or avoidance? When you make a mistake, what do you tell yourself? I'll improve or I always mess up? Your self-talk is shaping your identity in real time, and identity drives action. The disciplined person does not wake up motivated every day. They wake up committed. There is a difference. Motivation is emotional. Commitment is structural. Motivation fluctuates with mood. Commitment remains when mood disappears. If your mind is trained to chase comfort, you will negotiate. I'll start tomorrow. Just 5 more minutes. I deserve a break. It's not that serious. Those small negotiations compound. One missed workout becomes a pattern. One delayed task becomes a habit. One broken promise becomes identity. And slowly you stop trusting yourself. Self-trust is built through mental discipline. When you say you will do some things and you do it, your mind. When you say you will do something and you don't, your mind. Your brain is adaptive. It learns from repetition. If you repeatedly give in to distraction. If you repeatedly override impulse, discipline becomes default. This is not about being extreme. It is about being intentional. The mind must be trained the same way the body is trained. Through resistance, through repetition, through discomfort. When you sit down to work and feel the urge to check your phone, when you feel tired but still follow through, that is a training. When fear appears but you act anyway, that is a training. Every resisted impulse strengthens control. Every surrendered impulse weakens it. Most people wait to feel ready, but readiness is created through action. Confidence is a byproduct of control. If you can control your thoughts, you can control your emotions. If you can control your emotions, you can control your decisions. And decisions shape destiny. A distracted mind produces chaotic results. A controlled mind produces calculated outcomes. Think about the most powerful individuals in any field. They are not the loudest. They are not the most emotional. They are the most focused. They can sit in silence and think clearly. They can delay gratification. They can withstand boredom. Boredom is a superpower in a distracted world. If you can sit with your thoughts without reaching for, because deep thinking creates deep strategy, and deep strategy creates exponential results. You cannot hear your intuition in a noisy mind. You cannot make wise decisions in emotional chaos. You cannot build a powerful future with reactive thinking. Control requires boundaries. Boundaries around your time. Boundaries around your consumption. Boundaries around your energy. If you consume negativity, your thoughts will reflect. If you consume shallow content, your thinking will become. If you surround yourself with distraction, you will struggle. Environment influences mind. Mind influences behavior. Behavior influences outcome. This chain is unbreakable. If you want different results, you must upgrade the first link. Mental discipline is built in small daily choices. Choosing silence over noise, choosing reading over scrolling, choosing action over hesitation, choosing structure over impulse. It will feel unnatural at first, because your current mental patterns are comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of expansion. Every level of growth requires a higher level of control. More income requires more emotional stability. More responsibility requires more clarity. More success requires more discipline. If your mind collapses under stress, your success will collapse. This is why some people rise quickly and fall. They built external success without internal control. And without internal control, pressure destroys them. True power is internal. When criticism comes, you remain steady. When temptation appears, you remain disciplined. When chaos surrounds you, you remain clear. That is control. That is strength. That is freedom. The person who cannot control their impulses will always be controlled. The person who cannot control their emotions will always be controlled. The person who cannot control their focus will always be controlled. There is no neutrality. Either you master your mind, or your mind masters you. Start small. Choose one habit to execute perfectly. Choose one distraction to eliminate. Choose one promise to keep daily. Stack small victories, because small victories rebuild identity, and identity rebuilds destiny. You do not need a new life. You need a trained mind. A mind that does not panic at difficulty. A mind that does not escape discomfort. A mind that does not negotiate with weakness. A mind that chooses growth repeatedly. The world is full of external noise, but your greatest battle is internal. Win that battle, and external victories follow. Lose that battle, and no opportunity will save you. Control your mind, or lose your life to randomness, distraction. The choice is daily, and it is yours.